I think this should work. It should work. I mean, technically, it should have worked before. Uh, Sometimes I just don't understand technology. I understand it enough to know where to push it, I guess. I do like this parking spot a lot better. Hello, everyone. Sorry about that. I tried. I had to restart my phone. Try and try again, Mark. That's all we can do, right? So, do you guys get any of the Pahrump news? Probably not. There was a couple a few days ago that were out hiking near Pahrump up in the mountains, and they got stranded overnight. They had to camp out in the wilderness. They created some fire, but they couldn't. They got stranded, and it took a while for the rescue crews to go out and get them. But they were recovered, fine. Uh, Sound like they knew what they were doing, but yeah. Cindy MPA, hello. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties on my end. I'm not inside the Holiday Inn right now. I'm outside in the parking lot for no good reason other than I didn't want to demonetize the video because it's a trip update. A lot of things going on. Bill, how you doing, Bill? Yeah, so what I was getting at before, I didn't put it in the description here, but if you look in the other description, which you guys aren't going to do, there's a few things I'd like to talk about. One of them is uh, the channel updates or changes to the channel. And I was about to get into that when we had some problems. Then I also have channel collaborations I'd like to talk about, and the whole teardrop idea and focus on that a little bit. I checked out a few things on that, but yeah, there's a lot of things. When might I do mail again? Well, I like to check mail once a week, and I just checked the mail. So, and I was inundated with a Cheetos box, which I'm still dealing with, by the way. Got the Cheetos mobile in here. Um, so those are the things I'd like to focus on. Traveling in general too, and that really kind of ties everything else in. Traveling, that is, traveling is a way to generate content for the channel and the places I go. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, April. Have a great day yourself. Um, so, the let's start with the channel updates, and I was getting into that earlier. The channel updates. Okay, UPS. Do they deliver to your mail post? Yes. UPS, FedEx, the regular mail doesn't matter. It's all done through there. It's a mailing facility. It's not really a PO box. However, I look at it as a PO box. You can't just send it to a PO box. Uh, to prove a stupid point, someone in my family tried doing that and almost lost $700 doing that. So don't try not to be a smart ass. My address is my address down below, and it's like any other address. Someone's always there, and yeah. Why am I getting into this? I guess it's a mail forwarding facility. So if I'm in Texas right now, and I don't have a home base there, I'm just traveling through, and I need a part for my car. Well, I can have it ordered and shipped directly to me at that drop ship location, or if I have problems with getting that part, it can be dropped at my regular address, which is a normal ship to address on my for my bank. Now, that being said, they can just forward that part to me wherever I'm at. That's fine, Larry Wood, as long as the box number is there. I think it's 949. Um, but no, I don't know. I'll probably check it in the next couple of days. I'm getting ready to go on a trip, and I have a live stream coming up this afternoon. I can certainly try. It's clear across town, so I'll have to take some time to go do that. Let's see here. But channel changes, and the one thing I've seen it plenty of times. There's plenty of us in the phone books. Now, the idea of, well, the issue I'm having really is channel growth, and there's only one real way to solve that problem, and that's to focus more on more relevant, more popular topics, or things that are really different that would attract attention to the channel, stuff like that. One thing I couldn't get over with any of the changes I was making, and it's a you know, talking to yourself in the mirror kind of thing. You got to be honest with yourself with the answers you give to yourself, right? Will any of these changes that I make to this channel benefit the channel at all? Will have any positive impact at all? And no, across the board. None of the changes I would make to the channel would have any positive impact on the channel at all. It would have actually a negative impact. So that said, there will be no changes to the channel for the foreseeable future. The channel's not big enough to split off yet. And if I split off, I'm fragmenting the channel, diluting the channel, and there's no sense in doing that. I don't have enough pull right now. This little black hole I'm trying to create that tracks all the attention is not quite big enough to attract the attention I need to make to warrant splitting the channel. So this channel is going to continue on documenting the things that I've been documenting, whether it's my personal experiences, the equipment I'm dealing with, or the places I go. It's going to be pretty much the same, except I'm expanding that out more, and I might have a little more specialized things like the Nevada Triangle. That's something I'm really interested in. So it has some mystery to it. It has some fact to it. It has a lot of fact to it, and there's a lot of science behind it. But yeah, you know, it's interesting to touch on that. It kind of covers a lot of things, and I like that. The titles without clickbait hold a lot of potential. Like making a channel about how to make thumbnails without clickbait? What do you mean, Mark? Expand. I'd like to know what you're talking about. So the channel will continue on. I'll continue doing more explorers and expand out on that. Like Route 66 is a whole I guess, what do you call it? Category on my channel. It's going to be Route 66, I think. I'm going to start that hopefully soon, up into spring. Wonder Hussey showed some interest in that, but I'm not quite how quite serious she is about that. It's a lot of gas, and of course I've allocated a lot of my budget to that already, so I'm ready to go. I'm formulating a plan now, trying to get some content for World War II History Hunter, going down there near Route 66. I think that's kind of going to mark my beginning of that Route 66 trip for myself. If not anyone else coming with me, I'll probably do the lower portion solo by myself, because there's a lot of things that have been covered already on different channels, and I don't think I really need to redo all that. Although I want to do my own version of some things, and I'll certainly do that. But the channel is going to remain Eminence Front X5. I'm not even going to change the name. I like the name being kind of obscure and hard to find. I'm okay with that. It's not the channel name, and I know there's some marketing stupidity behind this decision, but I'm okay with it. More hashtags. Yeah, I need to market it a little bit better on my side. If you look at how I run my channel compared to, say, Wonder Hussey, you'll see that Wonder Hussey's a lot more put together. She has a lot more structure to how she does things. Part of that is because she has a home base, part of that is she's well disciplined, and part of that is, well, she's as crazy as me too. She's willing to do these trips for YouTube, and some of them are life threatening, you know. And World War II History Hunter actually brought that up, that you know, we go out and risk our lives to get some of this footage, and you know, it didn't dawn on me until he said that we actually kind of do that. So yeah, where am I going with this? I don't know, but the channel's going to stay the same in respects to that. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with that decision. I think it's the right thing to do. Anyway, so there's that. Um, okay, thank you, Cindy. Yeah, it's kind of a weird non-genre I'm in, huh? Because Sarah's not quite in this. She's not full-time nomadic, although I consider her that. I'm still learning things from her about how to be nomadic, and that's kind of what I want to talk about also today. A purist, maybe. I don't know if it's a purist or just uh, this is kind of built out of necessity. It's really this cloudy. It's really overcast right now. I see faint hints of blue, but not really. And that doesn't hint well towards the skies at night tonight or tomorrow. I'm supposed to be recording the sky tonight, tomorrow, and in the next few days. So, yeah, Dante's view, here I come. But yeah, it's not looking good. Even out towards, yeah, well, on the other side of Death Valley, a couple hours away, it looks like it might be kind of clear. I'm worried. But I'm not at the same time. Uh, Collaborations. I want to talk a little bit about collaborations. I like collaborating. I've been collaborating with Emoji King. Hello. I've been collaborating with One Hersey for quite a while. I've had the Dual Finds on my channel on an interview. Uh, COVID-19 happened. You know, One Hersey and I have been collaborating a little bit throughout this. I want to continue collaborating, but I think I want to take it in a little different kind of direction. I think I want to take it back towards an, an automobile slant to it, and that sounds funny because you know, kind of left that world. But you never really leave something that you enjoy that much. You know, you kind of carry it with you. I carry that knowledge on how to play with things. Where are you at, Larry? I'm at the location on the description. I'm at the Holiday Inn. Um, so where does that put me? Well, I had a friend, Interwebers, VOIP. How you doing? Just giving a little trip update here. I had a friend kind of introduce something kind of interesting to me, and that's a collaboration with a different type of channel uh, uh, that deals with a little bit more fabrication of rat rod kind of things, and I can totally relate to that. I'm totally into rat rods, but you know, I've never really dabbled in it myself. But you know, how could you incorporate something like that into a nomadic channel like mine? You know, where's that connection? Um, I immediately saw a connection. I immediately saw how I could link the two together and make some sense out of this and promote a rat rod company and something like what I do. And I could do that on a weekly basis with a company like say a rat rod company that you know does their own fabrication and customization. Build my living quarters, my teardrop. but in their own hot rod rat kind of way. You know what I mean? It would be a rat rod teardrop. Does that make sense? If you know me, like I know me, I can totally see this BMW towing something like that behind me. Something that would draw more attention than the X5 itself does. Have the solar panels built into it. It wouldn't necessarily even need to be the teardrop shape. It could be more of that modular shape to make it more space efficient. I'm coming up with all these crazy ideas like going to an airplane boneyard and cutting off the front cockpit of the airplane or at a slant so I can make a teardrop out of the front nose cone of an airplane or something. I don't know, or the cockpit of an airplane to make it totally rat roddy. Yeah, Cindy, thank you for pointing this out. You see me go through this a lot. You see me present, I've got a freaking problem. And I approach it like that. Like, you know, the severity of the problems that I'm dealing with greatly affect how this channel changes or doesn't. So in this way, I thought of the problem. The problem is not me not having enough categories or splitting the channel up correctly. The problem is the type of content I'm providing. I need to make it more unique to my channel. I need it to be something that's popular, which is the automobile side of things. There's a huge market for that. Huge. If I can mix that with nomadic life and how you can blend those two, that's a kind of unique land to live in, or gray area, I guess. But there could be tremendous exposure for this company. It could be even more so for my channel, company, I should say channel, for both these channels to grow. I don't know. It's just something I'm bouncing around in my head. What is it? Well, you know what a teardrop trailer is? It's something you tow behind a SUV or an off-road vehicle out in the middle of nowhere. They make 4x4 or off-road versions of these things. And they also make just street versions or kind of a hybrid. But I'm looking for the 4x4 kind of version of an off-road vehicle, but trailer. And meant to go down normal roads that this X5 would go down. So it's more streetable than off-roading, but I think you guys get the idea. Yeah, exactly. So I'm trying to, my channel is somewhat specialized in, you know, exploring abandoned places. I'm trying to expand that out into, you know, how to get to these places as well as just the abandoned places and the things I use to get me there. Things that the support, there's a whole support system underneath Eminence Front X5 that no one ever sees. They just see the product of me traveling and the videos that I made out of that. You guys get peeks into it here and there, but there's a lot of things going on with this. And if I had a trailer, it would be more on the road, and I could definitely expose a lot more in that. So it becomes part of the channel. It doesn't take over the channel. It's just like an accent. It's another, what do you call it? It's another dish on the table. And yeah, I would say it's relevant in two big categories. VoIP, it'd be relevant in the nomadic sense, the whole COVID-19 pushing people out. Yeah, layers, thank you. As well as the automotive scene, in the fabrication part of it. I'm going to still battle. What am I hearing? I'm going to still battle the channel name. I'm going to be stubborn with that. I was Kevin S., I was thinking of a variable ride height suspension in the trailer. I'm I'm thinking let the rat rod shop come up with whatever they want as long as it meets certain aspects, which is, can it be slept in? Can you put a off-road 150cc off-road bike on it, and it needs to be, ride height adjustable through airbags. Yep, exactly. And you can control that from the cabin of the vehicle. You can also, if you have each bag separate, you could level it on off-road situations where if you're at a slant, you can self-level the sleeping surface, in other words. Exactly. But I tend to get that way, VIP. Eminence front X5, there's a whole story behind that, and I don't want to vary that right now. I'm okay with it. I'm catching some traction with it, so we'll see where that goes. So that's collaborating with another channel, and um, I'm going to bark up that tree a little bit. I'm going to see where that takes me, because it solves a lot of problems. It gives me a ton of content. It gives me almost a whole nother uh, uh, little chapter on my channel I can focus on, as well as promote this other channel. Um, he's already successful, so I'm hoping they hear me scratching on their door a little bit. But my friend seems to have a connection with them, so more to come on this. It's really early stages, but I'm already thinking if this doesn't work out, I could certainly template this to find someone out there who's like this, who would want to collaborate. Um, so that's an exciting part. And I don't. Why is that trouble? I don't, Bill. How is that trouble? Sarah in tune. It's not like I haven't towed trailers before. I've towed hundreds and hundreds of trips to the track with vehicles in the back. So I'm not too concerned about towing something. Um, but it's part of the nomadic life, and I think this would be a neat addition. If I could incorporate a 250cc or 150cc off-road motorcycle, that would just that would do it for me right there. Um, yeah, and that launches a whole nother little section, which is the whole, I guess, part-time nomadic on the motorcycle. So I'm thinking, I'm thinking that's a whole freaking channel, and that's enough moving parts for me to not pay so much attention to the analytics right now and pay more attention to the content, the quality content, and what I'm using to get that content. And the more I see Sarah using a drone, the more I'm realizing, as much as I don't want to use a drone, I'm being forced into that area to do drone work, because there's gonna be a lot of opportunities I'm not on BLM or on uh, uh, Parks Land that I can actually do video. So drone footage, B-roll stuff. Very much like you see Sarah used in her one of her last videos. I think California Desolation or something like that. some of her establishing shots were done with drones, car driving off in the distance on a really high scale or high elevation, like a boom shot. Anyway, that's kind of the bigger picture of where I see me getting out of the problem I'm looking in. I looked at the problem wrong. I looked at the problem as I need to change what I have going on now. No, I need to keep what I have going on going. It's working. I just need to find a way to add more content faster. And if I can get up to 3 videos a week, I would probably do that. I don't know if I can. I'm going to be burning through fuel to do that. That's the nature of this channel. I'm not going to try and change that, I don't think. I think I'm just going to have to do it better, more efficiently. Fuel's going to be burnt. It's just how much footage can I gather while I'm burning that fuel. Got a lot of ideas going on. A lot. So, yeah, I'm being kind of forced into it. I just got to be smart about how I use the drone footage. Use it very sparingly, and maybe just, me leaving in the parking lot of Holiday Inn kind of thing. I don't know. I like the idea of following the vehicle. Like if I can somehow track a drone sitting at my 8 o'clock position, looking at me from behind as I'm driving down the road, that would be cool. I'd love those shots. I think I need an assistant for that, unless you can have an auto follow program with some of these. Kim Crow Art, I loved your video today. That was awesome. And it was awesome to see you using flame as a creative brush in a way on that canvas. That was mind-blowing. I really enjoyed that. If you guys haven't watched her channel, I highly recommend it. I think I posted it on our community tab on this channel. But yeah, you get to see a creative process. Very organized too. I really liked it. I was guessing that they did. I haven't really done a whole lot of research on that, but I did remember seeing, I think when I first started this channel, I was looking at drones, and they had that feature back then, but I don't know. I kind of want the same drone that Sarah has. I think it's the Mavic Mini 2 or something like that. You were watching while you were painting? Oh man. Oh, that's badass. If you don't give it a give her, yeah, that's funny, Kim Crower. I'm glad that I was at least keeping you company while you were having all that fun. But yeah, Kim Crow Art I like it. So collaboration is a big part. You can see how I'm trying to be creative with what I have around me. Now if this all kind of fits into place, I have plans to go out to, on Route 66, and along that route is possibly this channel I'm talking about I'd like to collaborate with. So let's see what happens. I am excited. VoIP. It's this weird process I go through. I'm often presented a problem, and that problem kind of drapes over me kind of heavily, but I learn the problem. I embrace it. I dislike it as much as I want. I like it as much as I want. What do you want to call it? I embrace it, and I pick it apart, and I start trying to figure out ways I can adjust every little piece to make it better as a whole. And in this case, I just took too much apart. I really had to step back a bit. But I did get upset, I was you saw me going through that process, trying to figure it out, and possible ways to make it happen. But yeah, it's brainstorming. It's throwing everything against the wall. I don't care if it sticks or not. Sometimes the bouncing off part gives off a lot of information to to make you think otherwise. And I think that's what happened here. After more research and watching videos online, I start to understand it better. And I just have to, I have to crank out way more content. I'm behind Wonder Hussey's channel. If you haven't noticed, I'm learning, but I wish I could learn faster. But sometimes you just have to go through these processes to figure out what that next step may be. And then you look off to the side and go, wow, well, that channel just went through this like 2 years ago. And now that person's putting out 3 freaking videos a week. She's going through a lot of fuel doing it, but you don't put in the time. You don't flesh out the content, you know? I don't know what you mean, collaborating, not coaching. Yes, Mark, exactly. Oh, collaborating. Yes, I am, Bill. I'm not trying to skip steps, but I'm scratching my head going, damn, what? It's different. It's different. So I'm gonna start barking up those trees as far as collaboration goes, as far as you know next steps in my channel. You guys won't be surprised when you start seeing that come up. Route 66. Yeah, I don't see any reason why you have to lower quality for any reason. It's not a matter of me not having time to do what I need to do to get 3 videos out a week. I can certainly do it. It's about being disciplined enough to stay in jail and do the editing. I do not like editing with a passion. And for that reason, the Kenneth, it's for the quality reason. You can easily just willy-nilly and edit together and just say you're done with it, or you do it right and you take your time and do it. That takes time and patience, and you have to be very patient. And it takes a certain type of discipline to do that, and I really have to understand that better. I got an emergency here. 1 second. Sorry, buddy. Need power. I've learned to trust my phone when it says 15%. It gives me about a 5-minute warning. But in that 5 minutes, I will forget. There we go. I got a little interested in playing with that, leading the camera to the next spot, do that transition. I'm glad you enjoyed it, VLAP. Open the Cheetos. Are you good at video gaming? I'm very good at video gaming. If not, you may crush a few drones along the way. That's not the type of, well, maybe, I don't know. I tend to push things, but I don't think I'd have a problem flying a drone. Looks pretty easy to me. I'm not one to shy away from things that fly around. I tend to gravitate towards them. I've flown model planes. I mean, how much different can it be? It looks a lot safer than that. I would say a thumbs up day. Well, transitions between scenes are, something you really want to kind of shy away from, I think. I kind of overuse them. Were you planning on going, Kim Crow Art? 2-month off-road trip. Are you going up to Montana? Beautiful. I got a lot of questions for Kim Crow Art because I watched your video today. Was that a wave scene? Was that inspired by like a wave you'd see in the ocean? Because it seemed like it, but then the more you worked it, the more it turned into a wave to me. Like not like a painted wave, but like you were mixed up in it. I really enjoyed that painting, by the way. It was cool. Thanks, Richard. If you've ever been surfing, what she did was basically, you could totally see there was a wave at the start before she started really working the painting. But then when you saw the finished product, it was like you're looking like you were a surfer and you just got pummeled by a wave and you're coming out. It's like the foam look that you see. That's kind of, it was really strange for me to see that, but yeah. Oh, you do surf? Oh, I love that painting. You captured it well. I loved it. And it started off with something completely different, but it turned out, I'm blown away. I loved it. Oh, you're kidding. I look like a mess, guys. I'm sorry. I rolled out of bed. I had too much energy. I just had to get down to work. I have a live stream later today with Recreation Outside Las Vegas. It's a channel I met, I don't know, a little over a year ago in Tacopa. When I was healing my ankle, I had rolled my ankle on Mount Potosi, and I was using the hot baths out there to exercise my ankle, to rotate it. So I'm going to be online with her today at 4:20. And then after that, I'm off to night vision duty for a few days until I guess Monday. Monday morning, I'm off duty then. And then I start processing a video about the whole experience. And it literally is going to take a few days to put together because there's other parties involved that I have to incorporate. And it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a different type of video for me. It's going to be more kind of documenting what I'm seeing versus me explaining where I'm going, exploring kind of thing. It's going to be more about the people I'm with, I guess. It'll be interesting. Yeah, everyone is going stir crazy. Me too. I couldn't imagine what you guys are going through. I've had plenty of practice, years of practice before this Corona crap happened. So, kudos for you guys keeping up so far. It's not so bad for me. Okay. I think that's it for now. I can't think of anything I need to add to this trip update wise. Yeah, no live streams for a while after 4 o'clock today, or after 5 or 6. Well, after today's 420 live stream, it probably won't be any for a little while because I'll be offline. I'll miss you guys, but I'll be making good videos. So this Monday. Well, I don't think I'll be in the mood to do any more night vision stuff or even video at all on Monday. That will be my first day off starting, well, today, really. Yeah. That would be a lunar eclipse, I would believe. Who's in the live stream? That'd be Recreation Outside Las Vegas. Diane and or Jocelyn. Or no, Diane and Jocelyn, or just Diane, I should say. We'll have a good time, I'm sure. We'll see what happens. More information possibly later on today. I don't know if I can get out any information at all, but it's happening, and well, I'm going regardless. But there seems to be some confusion, but hopefully it all works out. Kim Crow, keep up the great work. I love your videos. Keep it up. What else? Correct. 4:20 California time. PST. And yeah, everyone check out Kim Crow's art. Subscribe to her channel. She's great. She does really cool stuff. Especially watching her use flame on a canvas kind of freaked me out, but that was pretty damn cool. I'll catch you guys in a bit. Where's my pen? Here it is. Is Nevada on California time? Yes, it is. Pacific, PST, Pacific Coast time, standard. Talk to you later. You guys are funny. You cracked me up. Aw, man. Are you sure you want to stop streaming? No, I'm not going to stop streaming altogether, just right now. I should say, are you sure you want to stop streaming on this stream, not on future streams? Because the future streams, you're open to, there should be a disclaimer here, because it really feels really permanent when you hit the OK button.